expected.
Why PBX?
I was just being creative. You know, the Sophie has fee, and the B, I just went with it, honestly. Come again?
What school were you attending?
Modern high school.
Okay, Modern High School. One of the best schools in Sierra Leone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so as a student or as a PQ, because you weren't a student when you sat to the WASSCE exams, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel? You already know my question, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel knowing that you
Yeah.
came first in Sierra Leone?
Um, it was a surprise, a shock, but not too much of it because my goal was to be excellent in the exams, and there was no way else to be excellent and not be at least top three. So I was expecting that. But then, you know, seeing the results, my expectations were lowered because the results were not too good. So I wasn't really expecting it anymore. So I was even on my way out when my dad sent me a message that I'm on TV, they're announcing my name and stuff like that. I was like, for what? First? And he said yes. So I was just a bit surprised because honestly, this is going to sound a bit selfish, but what I got wasn't really what I was expecting. I believe I studied for more. So I thought with the results I had, someone was bound to have had something better. So I wasn't expecting to be first in the country. So me being first really showed that this year's result was, I mean, I'm not surprised I was first because um I thought with maths that there's anything.
You were surprised that you came first.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, why?
Pardon?
You were surprised you came first.
Yeah.
Yes. Then again, you weren't surprised you came
No.
first. Can you please explain to us more? The
Um
surprise and not surprise stuff.
like I said, okay, let me put it better for you.
Yeah.
If I had had, let's say, 7 A's or 8 A's
Mm-hmm.
and I came first, then it wouldn't have been a surprise. It wouldn't have been um, a surprise to me because that's a very good result. That's an extremely good result. But with just 4 A's and 4 B's, I think, yes, I was expecting someone to have had a better result than that, even though the results that I had seen before were not encouraging. But I thought someone must have had something better. So that was where the surprise, even with not having did, I still managed by the grace of God to top the country. That was the surprise. It was not a surprise. You get.
Can you hear me? Yeah, network.
Yes.
Okay. So,
That's very sad.
can you please share the secret with us? What was the secret What were your studying skills? I'm sure there are a lot of girls that want to know, especially those that will be taking the WASSCE exam.
Um, I could say I studied. Well, there's not too much to share. It's I study very radically, not like as one would expect. I have a study timetable, but I almost never follow the timetable. My dad set study hours from 7 to 10, but most times I stay in the studying room for 7 to 10. I don't study from 7 to 10. I study maybe in that 7 to 10, 30 minutes or an hour. But when I do study, it's thorough because I don't believe in overstudying. It's
Yeah.
it's it's not healthy. I overstudy when I have to, but I believe habitual reading, you know, births understanding. And when you understand what you're reading, it's easier to what we call cog or cram it for examination purposes. So usually I study about 30 minutes, that's 1 hour max a day. And when it's exam, when I know it's like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, a month, I mean public examination, not my school examination. School examination, I studied the night before. Like thorough studying you get. Was public examinations, I don't joke. So a month to the exams is, I believe in studying midnight because that is when you have no distractions, it's quiet. So I don't sleep during the night. I study like no man's business. I because
So I study they make man Chris.
I'm telling you, it does, yeah. Sorry, no good. Sometimes I can cry, but then I remember what I want to achieve. I'm a very hardworking person. People might not
Yeah.
believe this. My friends don't believe it. I don't look like I'm serious. I have glasses on and all, but if you see me playing and having fun, you think I'm not serious. So it's hard to believe, but I study a lot.
So people always
People,
say
mm,
girls with glasses are the most serious ones, even if they're not serious. But if you see them with glasses,
yeah,
you,
that's
you
the
get you,
perception.
yeah, the perception, yeah.
Hmm.
So what you have to say, because there are some girls, or let's say there are some pupils that are
Hmm.
saying the worst examination is how did they say it? Luck or so. No matter how you study,
Mm.
yeah, no matter how you study, you write a lot. They always pass who they want to pass.
Yeah.
So what do you
Um,
have to say about that? Are they wrong or right?
honestly, I wouldn't want to agree with anything sensitive topics. I don't I don't see it as precise to interfere with things like that. But I believe there are people who deserve better. That's all I can say. I know people who I studied with, and I even believe that they're more hardworking than I am. But things don't always turn out like we planned. So I'm not going to say anything or say it's not fair. um, I don't know. Na any give us in problem. I know I can't talk
No.
anything.
So basically, we're not going to call. Of course, we're not
So
going to call anybody in name. We're not call boss in name. We're not saying
yeah,
that
I
some
get
people
what
are so
you
kind
mean.
of doing. Yeah.
But like I've said, I know people that deserved better, that I believe and I know deserved better. But things go wrong, and that's that. It's sad, really. It's sad the country we live
It,
in.
it's just like
It's
football game, right?
Yeah,
Saying I love
things
giving
are.
and score.
But then I believe it's everyone is to blame. because when you sit, if you look, there are a lot of malpractices as well. And so I'm not saying it's justifiable. It's not. It's really not justifiable. But there are so many malpractices. I've seen it firsthand. Like WASSCE is hell. It's a war zone. People want to do everything to just get through. It's like this big life exam that people want to.
Pay
It's
money,
tough,
you know.
and people do all these things, these funny things to go through the exams. And I even heard to a point people didn't take the exams but inserted their names in the system so they could get results. So
Oh,
all these things as well. My sister always says one bad fish or so, now they make the whole thing smell or
the whole
whatever it
thing
is.
smell. Yeah. What?
Huh. So people suffer because of other people's actions. Yes, that's the best way I can put it. Other people are suffering because of the actions of other people.
Do
And
you think
because
it's
of the,
fair?
it's not fair. It's really isn't fair. And I believe that they should find a way to rectify these things because people are suffering because of it. People, these are people's future they are playing with, I believe. And it's not good because people want to go to college. We have these big dreams and they're being shattered slowly. People are getting frustrated. So I think something should be done, and I believe with the right people, something would be done.
Yeah. So, who you think are the right people?
Hmm.
Or talking about malpractices, what do you think is the problem? And also, how do you think we can amend that issue immediately?
Um, Honestly, I don't know the reason people do these things because,
Malpractice. You was once a
yeah,
pupil. I guess you
hmm
had friends that went through um some of these things one way or the other. Some
ah,
friends, yes. Mhm.
not trying to say my friends are, well, they're perfect, but anyway, I'm not saying I haven't witnessed any of my friends, being involved in things like that, honestly. So I wouldn't know, but I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand because we took the exams with other pupils as well. So I think it's desperation. People do not want to be left behind. This college thing, the hype, everyone wants to go to college,
Exactly.
big man, and stuff like that. And people have taken these exams. I know people that have taken this exam more than 4 times, 5 times. So you
I
get desperate. You want to do everything to move forward because stagnation is bad. You're just in one place, not moving. So I think it's desperation. And some people, it's not even desperation. It's just it's in the blood. There's some people like cheating. It's just that's just how it is. You can't.
Especially men.
Fact. Mm, mm.
They cheat everywhere, exam. So yeah,
People cannot.
one important question: what motivates you in life?
Um, I think obviously the first answer to that is my family because I come from a very academically driven family. Everyone has succeeded. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my brother. And so they motivate me to be better. Imagine being the only failure in a family of successful people. And it'll go funny for you. So yeah, and also just in the country that we live in, you do not have opportunities if your voice is not heard. And so you find the best possible avenue through which people can hear you and you make the best of it. And at a very young age, I realized, education, academics was my stronghold. Unlike many people, I don't hate school. It's a fact. So and I also knew I was brilliant and hardworking as well. So that motivated me because I might not know what it is yet, but I know that I have something that the world needs to hear. And these are the ways through which people can hear me. But if I know for don't come first, but come on for don't serve you than as Sophie, like
Exactly.
I would have
Yeah.
just been a normal girl. So this is just, and this is the only way to get opportunities to live here for greener pastures like how man and Kisi you get. So I think that is what motivates me. I have goals, big goals. So yeah, these are just stepping stones to get to where I want to go. That's the motivation for a bigger vision, I guess.
Yeah, so everyone has goals. So let's say you have goals. How do you go about setting your goals and achieving them?
I think when I was young, I wanted to be a doctor. Honestly, now we picking dream than the like. When you ask me, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor. Well, coming to JSS1, I didn't really fancy all the science thing, and I got to discover that I was actually a very outspoken person. I was forced to do a debate in Form 2, and that was when I realized I loved speaking. I loved arguments and all these things. And I started seeing myself being a lawyer. That was where the dream started. And also
Mm.
it came from um the compassion that I have for people. I always want to help. It's a thing about me. I love to help people. That's why I'm even worried because now I'm going to begin some pro bono. What? I like, if there's one thing I want to do is to make the world a better place because Tintranga and people need help. People need someone to speak for them, give a voice to the voiceless, be a voice for the voiceless. And so that is the goal. And every other thing that I do, every goal I set is in line with helping people.
Exactly. So sorry, I was laughing. Can you see
It's
what's
okay.
happening down the comments? The
I
comment
did, I
section.
did, I did.
Now, me and the others talking about. Oh. So being a student, I don't like using the student word. I prefer using a PPU, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
you are proud to be a student.
Yeah.
So being a people, what was the challenges you faced?
Um, it's funny because other people might say social media and all that, but actually those were not even the first of my challenges. The challenges I faced were mostly pressure from family, pressure from school. I had a whole lot of responsibilities in school, and my family expected me to, because salon always you don't set record for yourself or pace where you don't start something, you have to end it. And
Exactly.
so my dad never failed to remind me of that. You don't set record for yourself, Pabeke, no go disgrace me and that blah blah blah. Said the whole speech. And I had school wherein I had um prefectorial responsibilities as well. And people were expecting me to do both, be a leader, at the same time study hard to get them a good results. So that was the only challenge I had. Studying was not a challenge for me, except to attire. Like sleep was a
Oh, you
challenge.
bolo sense board.
Sleep, relax,
Oh, you
sleep.
sense board. Study
It's
wasn't a challenge. Like
like that. Coming down. It's I,
when
I
I
think
think
that's
so,
just
some
me.
of us ask your book 5 minutes. So on for sleep.
Ah, it is well.
Yeah. So being a teenager nowadays being sorry, nowadays being a
It is well.
teenager, how do you manage or handle your educational and social life?
Um, I'm not thinking
I
so
know
that
this
they
is because we
different.
all want to. Of course, it is like we all want to now. One go school at the same time. Sometimes the moment where if I go study, get party you behind for jump to. You
um,
WhatsApp they
it's
and
not
a message they
difficult.
come in, Facebook message they
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in.
I get all Andy, but the thing is, me most time people they can complain. Sophie, not the online, blah 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 blah. But I ready for the online, I'm online. But I'm not gonna call myself. I'm very social, like who meet like face to face. I'm very social. But when it comes to texting and chatting, like WhatsApp and all that, I'm not gonna say I'm too good with them, except with my very close friends, where I they talk to like every day. But with other people like can testify. I'm a very bad texter. Like I not even you could message me, take days. Not like I did online. I actually not the online for reply message. And so with social media, I think the thing why the struggle, no, it wasn't a struggle. Where I say could distract me small and game. I like playing games a lot. I will
What
hold my
type of
phone. I
game?
don't want to play games.
Okay, phone
What
game.
phone games, stack and stuff like that. So now games. I like games and film. Pass I like social media. So if anything be they, challenge me small, it's those, not to social media really. But I do socialize. So it's all about balance for me really. You prioritize your priorities, like I always say. When it's time to study, even if na 30 minutes you set, it doesn't have to be 3 hours.
Exactly.
People say study for 6 hours. It really doesn't have to be that. If you set 30 minutes an hour, you
Mm-hmm.
study for 30 minutes or an hour, you focus, and when you're done, you can do what you want to do. But now that time, the people are not able to make. It's difficult for some people. One text, one text, one text, one chat. Get all the gist and all that. So I think the difficulty comes like.
So again, I didn't get your study skills. It's important for people to know because as for me, my own studying skills. So basically, I
Yeah.
get about 3 or 4 people who I trust, who I feel say they're able to deliver to me well. So I go Google and search for what I want to search about, make me notes and ask 3 people for explain give me this, explain give me that, day, explain give me that day. You get? So I put everything
Yeah.
together. I read and understand. Now we are able for write fine. Why some people and then I call them they call. They go, oh book, read,
Yeah.
read, 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 say yes, go and go write. Some people and they read and understand and go write. You get? Why
Yeah. Yeah.
so you see?
So like I said, me they study like very radically. Sometimes if I'm studying a particular subject, I open a lot of books. I open the textbook, I open my notebook, and any other material that's available. And I compare notes actually, because enough fine for just get one something. I believe if you get multiple ideas, then you can form your own. And so I study with a lot of materials. I make sure if I'm in an examination class, I get my past papers, my question and answer books, my everything I can get, I can lay my hands on. I go all out for materials. So I get that and I compare my notes and I study. That's
Okay, great. So as you can enter university now, what you plan for go read and waiting are you plans for the future?
national law. because that's what I want to do. And after, hopefully, I'll pursue my master's also. And from there, we enter, working and all these responsibilities. But for now, I'm just going with law at FB. We'll see where that takes us. That will start first.
Okay, great. So let's say you the Kanguna na FBC and young girls they don't they make complain about lecturers and stuff and all. Then you be talk about malpractice and our voice to be heard and all. So if you go there, it happens say one of the lecturers try for what can I say? Try for bring anything stupid to you or try for do anything where the disturb you academic stuff and all. How you go react? Like what you go do? Especially let's say for example, when we talk about sex for grades, yeah, you get then lecturer from nowhere tell you say unless you get sex and stuff and all before it make you pass and to you your education and everything. What you go do now moment there? Because some people are not even know exactly waiting for do they rather go do one. Then at the end of the day, sometimes they don't even get a mark then what they do one for.
I'll pray
Yeah.
for him. I will pray for him well.
Pastor, pray for me. At a week.
So I don't believe. I mean, everywhere you go, there are challenges. Yeah. So I'm not expecting it to be an easy ride, but we'll take it one step at a time. Whatever happens, I'm not like for discuss everything because you know it's these are sensitive subjects. So I believe things like that won't happen. So no, and no, I never try examination malpractice it.
Mm-hmm. My God is good. Oh. Okay, so as a girl child, how do you think this will make a change for girls all over the country?
I believe it will motivate them because people they can say girls cannot do what boys do, but I believe we can do the same and sometimes better. May not believe in this gender thing. This is the weaker sex and all blah blah blah. Everyone has the same capabilities. It's left with you to make the most of what you have and to work hard. So if you're motivated and you determined for get something, then go for it. Not make stereotypes stop you because there's so much going on in the world. Telling people a lot of things. Girls cannot do this. Girls cannot do that. Blah 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 blah. But I believe every girl can do what they want to do and more. So I hope you're motivated to go for your dreams. Don't give up and believe that whatever a boy can do, you can do as well. And if you choose, you can do better.
Okay, good. So what
It's very
advice do you have to
dangerous.
give
Oh
to your
my God.
colleagues who did not pass the WASSCE examination?
I'd like to tell them that it's not the end of the world. I know it may feel so, but like maybe if na me, it's it's heartrending, especially those that gave their all. I'm not talking about those that didn't do anything and didn't have a good result. Then they blame WAEC, WAEC, WAEC. I'm talking about those that actually gave their all to this exam. They studied and they are confident in what they've done. It's not the end of the world. You you don't give up on what you on the dream. Basically, you 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 keep pushing until you get to where you want to get to. It is that in everything we do, it is God that pushes us. His divine favor is what covers us. Honestly, for me, like, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe in Jesus, I believe in God. And if I'm here today, I know that it is because God covered me and He has His reasons. And I trust Him and I appreciate Him. So study hard. Don't let anything bring you down. Results doesn't determine your intelligence and all that. If you know how, hardworking you are, then keep pushing. There's always a reward for hard work. I believe in that. I really believe in that. And it will get to a point where you have to prove yourself and you will come out successful. So that's my advice to everybody.
Okay, Kate. So what's your take on teenagers committing suicide?
Wow.
Because we have 3 cases or so, 3 or 4 cases of them committing suicide because they didn't pass the exam.
Yeah.
So what's your take on that?
Uh, I don't believe suicide is the answer for anything. I mean, what does taking your own life really get you? Is honestly, I've been trying to wrap my head around it and it doesn't make sense to me because there is so much that people have to benefit from a life. One life is connected to
Actually
so
does.
many others. And it's difficult, it's difficult because especially like I said, people that work hard know how difficult it is for you to work hard and not have the results you expect or expected. So I get how traumatizing, how frustrating that can be. But I
Again,
don't.
provocation.
Yeah,
There's some people in the way don't sit to us for 7 times now. Some don't the way they sit to us from 2000 and almost up to now. They're not get the subject where they want. And
yeah,
that's their future. Salon, get what's results. They will forget what you want from them. So just imagine you don't take 6 or 5 years, they first forget what's results. Then you get people in your house, let's say your parents, where they pay you school fees, always they put multiply, you say you fool, like you compete don't pass, so don't go college. Car they own out to be in a class, now you don't pass, so you don't go college. Waiting do you why you not for pass? You get neighbors, you get friends, you get people that wait tell you, waiting them feel for tell you, and then they mentally they affect you. So
I
waiting they
get.
happen automatically they feel like you're not good enough. You're not getting reason for leave for. So why you need for waste your time? Nobody know they appreciate you. Nobody know they understand you. Nobody know they see your points. So I think saying that from there, not depression stuff. So because I don't think say anybody go on for end up in your life but play business. We all like we life.
Yeah, I think that's the mentality that African parents and African people have to expel as well because I don't know if you know this, but people in other countries they explore other avenues. Some man they not all man good academically. I mean, I believe everyone should have basic education because it's necessary. You get me? But there are other things people are good at, and in other places they explore opportunities like that. They explore potential like that. But I feel like in Africa, Sierra Leone, especially, education, I don't believe saying are the key to everything. You have to be, you have to be educated. Like last, you cannot not make it. It's not possible because all parents want blow foot in pikin for say this land book, me picking a doctor, me picking a lawyer, and all lengthen and so most times if you didn't any African home, the one to they get na how for say course. all day. You full, you look at Pali
Yeah.
and they do stuff like that, and so there's no encouragement. So that's what I'm saying. If there are a lot of suicide cases, not only the people who commit and for blame, but it's the whole community, the friends, the family,
Parents.
because parents, yeah, we have to know what's going on with people, you know. So it's difficult. I know pressure can lead people and for do so many unimaginable things that way you're not gonna imagine saying then they do, So it's me honestly, I like I said, I still cannot wrap my head around it. It's it's big, and but I really really say so, yeah,
Serena
tell
should let me find like results.
us, yeah,
Okay.
but I really
So
believe suicide is
yeah,
not the
I
answer.
feel like say depends them. They get a lot for do when it comes to this committing suicide and stuff and all. Also by force only you can go school, also by force only you can pass was, also by force only you can make so I feel like say this whole thing get for do with this communication stuff and all. If you picking up
Yeah,
pass, calm down and talk to them. Why? Why make you not pass? What subjects you not be understand? What you want to do in life? First of all, you
yeah,
get you can try to understand waiting or like waiting you want for become and waiting you want for become. You cannot force someone
exactly.
to go to school where they don't want for going to school.
Yeah,
Some people they want for do business and most people in there and a business they do then successful past people and where they go school where get degree paper then get
right.
degree holders where not get job but then get businessman then where own places where get book in the way they do where they reach 5 times 50 times safe plus you will get book arrangements so you see but how person go on for the first person almost school or where you not pass you go get
I
and
don't.
they put what by you cost you and stuff and all
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense and at all.
Yeah.
So you sabi cafe
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be okay.
Yeah, we go primary school together.
Oh, primary school together. Because the last time I can recall, this one
Mm.
this is one I hit so. Cafe
I
tell
don't
me
come.
say, yeah, don't care. He
Mm.
say, how na him be the study where you come for. So yeah, I saw that on her status. She was saying if somebody need coach for this examination and all, make them meet time because na him be help for study you. Na him be they show you
Jesus.
time for study you make you come for. How true is that?
Ura, quelle falice. Now you talk about
Yes,
so.
yes.
Hey.
Carefully.
I'm say not serious. Wait, you don't hear that. If you say serious, you dey far around me. But please,
Because me,
listen now.
to be honest, I believe her. Because the pikin was
Mm.
it is so serious when we talk.
Eh?
We even argue. I was like, how you they go teach Nagali for go pass
Chris
pass?
Mambi then has been laugh. Fala quelle falice.
Hmm.
Okay.
Then yes, now the same thing again is it talk about Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Now I don't even understand how that teach you this teacher because Nash itself talk the same thing. Say na him coach you for make your results fine so. Then cafe
Mm-hmm.
say himself na him do am. So who na the young
Alright.
person will do this?
They all man coach me. It is well.
Yeah, all do am. So tell me, wetin are the how the result look like? You dey able for call am for me, call am for we.
Eh?
Yes, the
Eh?
subject, the mark we get, or yeah.
um.
I'm sure you go remember.
Yeah. Christian Religious Studies A1, Government A1,
Mhm.
French A1,
Mhm.
Management and Living A1,
Mhm.
History B2, Literature and English B3, English Language B3, Health Science B3, and Math C6.
Wow. 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 Oh, you sense, but they say if you don't go in Paris, where you go learn French, they say nobody only say you know the school for French. You know French, they speak like water for them.
Mm,
How true
like
is that?
this, nah, like which part you don't go, but relax. Nah, nah, right to the right. I mean, I hear French, but we're not there yet when it comes to speaking it. You get so we did try. Therefore, formal first now we aid before we give. It doesn't flow like that. So
Mhm. So, so,
so
so, so,
hey,
basically, define or describe. You wait and see if I can first power. Define
hey.
and describe the school where they go. Do small composition, but let's see if you deserve.
Um,
Yes.
the name of the school we are Bindigo, Modern High School.
Mm.
It is 119 of Jomo Kenyatta Road. A white school, blue one, white and blue or grey and blue. You know. But
Hey,
around yonder,
you know the school color. Wow.
relax. A white and blue, a grey Debian, and I get primary school when I there go as well. And if there's one thing I can say about my school, then get a problem, no. But we have very committed and dedicated teachers.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm more like they say you they look for have a talker free period, forget.
So there is a very important question here for you. Why do you think? Okay, so there is a very important question here for you from Maruf. Why do you think private schools produce the highest student requirements to the university? Taryn, thank you. Sorry, I didn't get you.
I think then be the say no sound. You get me now. So I therefore start
Okay,
back.
when I get her
Eh?
now.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you've got to
Um,
start all over.
okay. So like I said, the way how we mama them be get government schools, not to say it in now. I feel like the standard so Gili, who that this? the standard don't really reduce. It don't drop. Um, First, the reason being is that we know they get enough qualified teachers because first I believe say teachers and they go teachers training school and all these other things. People actually studied to become teachers, but now people they get university graduates we just they come on university and go in a classroom without any knowledge in teaching or the field of teaching. And secondly, from what I hear from the radio and other avenues, there's also the issue of salary, where teachers don't feel like they get enough salary. And I say, if you want the best, then you therefore give the best to the person where you want the best from. So if you are let teachers and give them all, you need to give something for encourage them. And so I feel like teachers said enough, and then they pay government schools. It's from what I hear. So I feel like all these reasons, the children school, they get the best education. They get the best education. That's my candid opinion. I feel like they get the best. And so if you need get the best, they will produce the best. Pass the one that we can try, can go out for get extra materials and stuff like that. You have to be hardworking and you have to be hardworking to make it. But I feel like those in the government school have produce how much good results. So I think all these reasons, internally, externally, the teachers, the pupils themselves, just can relax sometimes. And the one that we hard working actually not get all the materials or make them succeed, adequately in public exams.
So we're not here to argue. I'm here interviewing someone, but I totally disagree with you
Okay.
because um let's say do you also know that there are some always in empty classes to teach, even if not to them time for go teach na government school then. There are some teachers wait time not 1 minute or they pass them 10. Like for example, if they can't teach at 10, they come exactly at 10 for can't teach. There are some teachers for their subject that they give everything where school picking need for their study, but they not they take notes. We get like I went to convent and we began but good teacher the what we call Jesus never fail. I don't know if Unaba can get some of them teacher in here.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah. So then teacher then they na convents we call them teacher Jesus never fail because most of them always they come to class when na them 10 for kind of class. And sometimes even if term no term done and I still say the classroom empty, they come for can occupy them. And most times now the picking and self knock you once for make the teacher teach because the teacher say also you period is now we need for rest and all. You don't understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mentioned Andy back. I don't know if you hear. I said sometimes it's on the part of the students as well. So man, no, it just no one know. It's not to this he can for. So it's I know that you can never blame just one side when it comes to these things. All man get in own part for play. If the teacher play your own part, the students will not play their own part. Then it's the part of the student. If the students are willing and the teacher available and willing as well, then it's their own fault. So all these factors are just not to like say the point them on one person. All these factors are issues surrounding the reasons why I think private schools do better in public exams.
Okay, cool. Do you believe that you're the most clever student based on the results you produced?
Um, um, I wouldn't say I'm the cleverest person, but I believe I'm the most hardworking. For me, it's not about being brilliant. I don't believe say anybody fool. Honestly, that's and just are quicker to pick things up than others. So I believe it's about hard work. If you say if I believe I'm the most hardworking, then yes, I do believe that because I work my butt off. So I wouldn't say I'm the most clever or anything, but I'm definitely the most hardworking. If anyone see it, so I know who can talk for that person. What I've seen is what I see.
Okay, so another question from Maruf. How can this issue be tackled? If you have the opportunity to tackle this situation, what will be the measures that you will put in place in order to improve the quality of government schools?
I think, like I said, the best you can do is to get teachers that actually studied to be teachers. Do you get qualified teachers? And you pay them the amount they are supposed to be paid on time. But the thing is, you can take a horse to the river or whatever, but you can't make him drink all that proverb then day. And no matter how much we get qualified teachers, we then they pay, we dedicated to them work and all that day. If you don't have students that are willing to learn, I don't think there is any way this situation can be rectified. So the best the government can do, the best I can do if like if we're going according to the question asked here, is to get them the best, the materials available, get them everything they need for their public exams and for their studies in general, and to get qualified teachers for them, and to get teachers that are committed to their work because it's not all about qualifications as well. It's about being um committed to your work and actually delivering everything you're supposed to deliver based on syllabus and all that. So once you get Andy, it's up to the students now to make their own way to success.
Yeah, great. So this okay, on the comments section, is it Terranoborg? So
Mm-hmm.
basically, assisting an income last year, an income force overall, like by the one country, an income force per was you be no bottom.
No.
Okay, so basically, but you read the comments.
Yeah.
You just say it portray one of the quality them where first man can get, the English them, the words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Karen, we're not here to talk about boyfriend girlfriend
Exactly.
business, virgin no virgin. Ask
Thank you.
educative question. If you're not able, put your data off, go on offline and sleep.
Thank you.
Um so what's your advice to parents, students, governments? So let's start with students first, step by step. Concerning
I think
education or life. Okay. Hello, can you get me?
Yes.
Yes. So, um, what do you no sound? Can you guys hear us? Okay. So, for government, what do you have to say to them? Sophie, can you hear me?
Hello. Phone they can go off like at any moment. I get like 6%.
Yes,
So
the network SF bad. So, in 3 words, describe Sierrateens for us.
does it have to be in 3 words? I don't go just describe what I don't just like get 3 words for. But I think if I'm discussing, and yeah, it's a good cause. I don't really know like what's the agenda yet behind it. I don't know your cause yet because I don't know the page all too well. But from what I see, Sarah Teens is all about promoting the talent of teenagers and making sure that they are seen. People that think they are not significant are seen, and that's a very good thing. So yeah,
Okay, great. So, since if one can go up, and in as much as people they want for ask questions, with your permission, I'm sure some go want gonna PV with more questions and stuff, and also a clear, yeah.
no problem.
Okay. So it was a pleasure having you here at Sarah Teens, and we hope to get you back next time. And once more, on behalf of Sarah Teens, We want to say congratulations, and we hope you will continue for do the good work. You will become the international lawyer we want to be, and
Amen.
help people.
Thank you. It was a pleasure and honor being here, and I hope someday it will happen again. Sometimes once I
Yeah,
get good results back where it is well.
like on
Thank
it.
you guys.
So when I always done there with winner from when we start, when I way the comments, when I way they ask questions, we want to say thank you. We appreciate you guys so much, and we want to know back next time with other live video. Till next time, bye. Sophie, good night.